Getting older may be a part of life, but in M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, Old, it's a part of just one single day as a family's dream vacation turns into a nightmare. Take a look.
No! Don't! Trent!
I have to go with her!
Clara! Wait! Don't climb! Let me get your mother!
Yeah!
It's not the way. She's panicked and desperate. Talk to each other.
Sarah, you and I should just stay together. What if we spend this whole time trying to get out of here? We still don't make it.
It'll be too short if we don't try.
No, Kara, please! Please, just stay with me, please!
There has to be a way out. It's a mathematical certainty. There must be a way out.
So, star of Old, Alex Wolff, joins me now. How are you?
I am great now that I'm talking to you. I'm so happy.
I know. You guys were probably one of the first productions to go back to work during the pandemic. Like there was nothing, no model for you to follow. You guys just did it. How was that for you at the
That's a good way
time?
of putting it. There was no model because we didn't know what to do. I mean, I remember the first day getting yelled at to wear a mask on set, and I said, okay. And then them putting me through hair makeup and then saying, oh no, you don't wear a mask. I was like, wait, I can't figure this out.
Let's tell people what this story is about, because you kind of play a kid trapped in an adult body.
Well, the story is that this family goes on a vacation, kind of a last resort for this marriage between this husband and this wife and these two kids. And they get randomly chosen to go to this beach and things start going haywire. People start aging very quickly. People start realizing that time is racing on this beach and no one knows why. And I think the less you know about this movie, about why and how, the more you have this exhilarating experience when you go in and you watch the movie. Because I think there's something very unique and one in a million in this movie, and something metaphorical about how you're hanging out with your kid and then you turn around and they're all grown up. And I think it's a scary feeling.
So wait, what was it like working with M. Night Shyamalan? He's the director of this film, and it's based on a book, right?
It's based on a graphic novel. Before I knew I was even going to get a call back, kind of out of curiosity, I ordered that book and I read it and I fell in love with it. I really adored the graphic novel. And then, working with Night was one of the most, there was so much synergy between us for whatever reason. Sometimes it's kind of ineffable or there's kind of an indescribable thing that happens, but I think we have similar tastes and we're both huge cinephiles, and we thought about this movie as like a Bergman blockbuster. Like it might as well be like an experimental black and white movie from like late Sweden.
Ooh, yes.
And Night is the king of making these huge grand scale movies that people want to see, that are really fun and really spooky and really wild. And yet there's always an underlying bass and drums underneath the brass of some deep thoughts.
And it works. I mean, I love thinking about it that way, that was the approach for this. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay. I really want to talk to you about this movie too, Pig, starring you and Nicolas Cage. It's a very different story. Can you set this one up for us? I'm telling you, as an ethical vegan, I was like, oh, do I want to watch this movie? So, okay.
Yeah. I mean, this, if anything, is a love letter to animals. This movie's basically a guy's in the woods. He's in seclusion, and he's a truffle hunter, and that he has this little pig, and she really does the truffle work because she has this amazing nose. And they go out and they find these gorgeous, amazing truffles, and he sells them to me, a kind of smarmy, young, city slicker, hotshot salesman. And when his pig is, spoiler, stolen, he has to contact someone to go on a road trip to get the pig back, because he is totally isolated and doesn't come into contact with anyone but me. So I end up having to drive him to get the pig back, because it's in my best interest, because I need the truffles too, because it's part of my business. So we end up going on this road trip and forming this unlikely bond. And Nick and I became brothers in arms during this one. He's a guy who we're like FaceTiming 5 or 6 times a week. We're in each other's lives in a very present, constant way, and I think you see our bond on screen. So I'm really proud of it.
All right. Well, I wanted to let everybody know that you can catch both Old and Pig in theaters right now. I like these one name titles. That's kind
Me
of cool.
too. I think I'm not gonna do any titles that doesn't have one name.
Put
Sure.
that in all contracts.
I think so.